We are joined in studio by the Clinton Regional Development Corporation. Erin's with us this morning. Erin, good morning.
Good morning, Chris.
How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks so much again for having us today.
Absolutely. You guys keeping busy over at the CRDC?
Very busy. Busier than we've been. I mean, on the project side,
Right.
as we always talk about. On the industrial project side, I mean, we're to the point where every day it's like mushrooms. They just keep popping up. You're like, where are these project
Isn't
leads
that
coming
horrible?
from? It's a good problem to have. So.
Yeah. So we knew of a secretive meeting that happened, late last week or early this week?
For
some people were talking about maybe Clinton. How did things go? We
Yeah.
can't talk about who it is or what they're going to do.
No,
but how did it go?
I still don't even know which one you're talking about because there have been
The mayor mentioned it. I don't know.
No, there are literally multiple
That's
leads
awesome.
going on right now. So we're expecting an in-person site visit probably in the second half of October, first half of November. We had an in-person site visit about a month ago now for a completely different company for a project we've been working for some time. So literally, it's almost hard to keep track at this point
That's
in time.
awesome.
Yeah,
What a great problem to have.
it is.
Because that has not been happening for a while, so I'm very happy
For
to hear
sure.
that. Yeah. So who did you bring with you, and what are we going to talk about?
So Chrissy is with us from Metform, and she's our HR director. Is that correct?
Manager.
Manager, HR manager. We'll call you a director. That sounds better.
Joyce,
So-
Joyce, my boss over there. Don't mind, right?
So Metform's been an investor in the CRDC for some time. Chrissy, as you know, every week we bring folks out who are investors.
Sure.
We like to spotlight the companies themselves. She has things that she's going to share with us today. You can do a brief sort of little background on who you are, Metform, how long you've been with the company. And I see she has some notes here,
Of
so
course.
she's going to tell us some
But
interesting things.
Obviously, she doesn't listen to a lot of my interviews because I am not a note guy. We'll just say that. But no, Chrissy, thank you for coming in. First
Thanks
off,
for having me.
it's nice to finally meet you.
Yes.
Because you and I have been doing business for quite some time.
We have, yes.
You guys are always looking to hire and expand and grow your workforce, and so you and I have been, but we've never met. Only emails.
Yes, and
So,
phone calls, yes.
It's nice to put a face with the name.
Yes, absolutely.
But
Thank you.
why don't we tell everybody a little bit about Metform? Because some people have no idea what it is you guys do.
Correct. All right, so we are a manufacturer in Savannah and in Mount Carroll, Illinois. We have 4 locations and about 400 employees total, so we are fairly large for the area, especially for that area. We are automotive, so our the main thing we make is gear blanks for transmissions. And we do some specialty fasteners, but transmission gear blanks is our, I guess,
Bread and
Your
butter.
bread and butter. Yeah.
The thing you do most.
Yes. Yep. So, being automotive, we are in full gear right now. I mean, we thought with COVID and we weren't sure how the market was going to come back and what it was going to look like. So we kind of understaffed, not knowing what we were going to, what it was going to look like. We had no idea. I mean, no one had a crystal ball, right? And they came back just gangbusters, and they're pulling hard. And so we are ramping up and we are hiring, and we have a lot of options for hiring right now, a lot of positions available.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that because this is not the first time you guys have hired in the last year.
No.
You guys are keeping pretty busy.
We are.
And you talk about being busy and having to bring in more people. So, what are you hiring for? How do they apply? And what are the what do you guys want to know? What kind of people applying? What are they called? Applicants.
Yes.
What kind of applicants you looking for?
I mean, we have a lot. Like, I guess I'll start with what we have available right now.
Okay.
We have several positions open. Our CNC positions are probably our most popular positions. CNC operators. We do have several shifts available. What I love about Metform is that we are all about family and work-life balance. So we have gotten away, a lot of our positions have gotten away from you work 8 hours, 5 days a week. We would like you to have a 3-day weekend so you can spend extra time with your family. So we do have shifts like that available. Now.
Could you talk to my boss real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me call.
Me too.
Let me call, actually.
I am the boss. Never mind.
So right now we do have a night shift open for CNC. It's at M1, our M1 facility off of 84. And it is 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. You work Monday through Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Again, great work-life balance.
Yeah,
we also have our weekend warrior shift, which we just opened up to externals. It used to be an internal-only transfer, but now we're opening it up to external candidates, which is awesome. And it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You either work 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So it's 3 12s.
And you're
So you
done
work
for 4 more days.
Yeah, but here's the best part about it. You work 36 hours, we pay you for 44.
Oh, really?
Ouch.
That's nice. Yeah.
Win-win, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a great shift. So those are the two main positions. We have a lot of positions open right now for that one. Our Hatteber operators, we call them hot forming press operators, also known as Hatteber operators, is probably one of our highest paying jobs. It pays $18 an hour plus it's a $2 shift differential, so $20 an hour. That's a good paying job
That's
for
pretty
this
good.
area.
Yeah.
If you have mechanical skills and you're looking for a job with a great company, family owned, respect always, servant leader culture, we're it.
Yeah.
So
And you
come and
guys-
check us out.
Are you guys pretty involved in the community as well? And
We
being
are.
around?
Yes, we are. Try to be as much as possible. Chambers, me being in contact with mayors,
Sure.
meeting with them, just seeing what's going on, volunteering, stuff like that. Yes.
So you mentioned COVID, and
Yes.
you guys are a little understaffed. How did that affect you guys? The COVID. I mean, did it get in your plant? Did you have some people having to take time off? Did it affect the production?
Well, we shut down.
Okay.
We did completely shut down because automotive shut down.
Okay.
So the big three did go down for a while, so we also went down. So I think we were maybe 8 to 10 weeks.
Okay.
We were completely shut down. But right now, yes, we have had cases, but all have been confirmed they've gotten it outside of our facilities.
Sure. Right.
We are stringent on safety, and I mean, it's our first priority is safety. No matter if it's COVID or just regular work safety. That's manufacturing. You have to have safety first. Masks are required at all times. Social distancing, 6 feet. It's not negotiable. So we really have I think we've done an amazing job. We have a great safety team, and just our leadership from our GM to our directors, really holding everybody accountable has been amazing.
Yeah.
So.
And I know once in a while we have some negative people who will watch us on Facebook or hear us on the air. You guys are more than 6 feet apart. I have bleached everything in the studio. That's why you're without a mask, so people know that you're taking the precautions. But it's hard to talk on the radio with a mask on.
Right. And I did come with one.
Yes,
So you did.
exactly.
We both did.
So
I
this,
came out of the car with it on.
Yes.
I bleach everything after every person comes through, and we make sure we're separated. And so, just so people know, we are taking safety precautions because, I don't want you to go back to the factory.
Correct.
I bet it was that moron streets that gave us.
That's not good publicity.
Right. And secondly, it's just, it's easier for us to do a couple of, and I'm sure it's the same with you guys, you got to take a couple of extra precautions.
We do.
But when you look at what could happen, it makes it a lot easier to take those precautions.
Absolutely. I mean, we have 400 people, and that's a lot of people within the community that we're responsible for.
Sure.
And we take it serious.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about Clinton Regional Development Corporation. You guys are in Morrison, or in Savannah, Thompson area.
Right.
That's not Clinton. Why are you guys part of the Clinton Regional Development Corporation?
I think it's a great resource. When I met Andy, he came and talked to me about it, and I was like, this is amazing. First of all, I don't have a lot of resources, obviously, in Savannah.
Sure.
So this allows me to have HR resources and just having Andy to ask questions and roundtables and the development. I appreciate it. I like being on. I feel like I'm part of a team. Sort. I mean, I guess that's the only way I
That's
can really
great,
explain it. Because I don't have that anywhere else around me.
Right.
So it's just that camaraderie, and if you need something, you have people you can reach out to and say, okay, what are you guys doing? So we can all talk about it, and it's been good.
It kind of ties all the industrial together.
Yeah,
in the area.
absolutely. Yeah, because I mean, you have your other manufacturing. Where's the other I mean, yes, there are a couple other manufacturers around us, but the big manufacturers are in Clinton.
Right.
And to have those resources and to have that, just the camaraderie of we're all in this together. It's been nice.
Now, do you guys draw some of your workforce from Clinton, Fulton area?
Yeah, absolutely. Clinton, Morrison, Fulton, Comanche, absolutely. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Because it's only a 20-minute drive. It's not
Right.
that bad of a drive.
Yeah, it's like driving to the radio station.
Correct.
20 minutes. Or no matter where you're at, it's 20 minutes. She come in today, she's like, you guys are in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, yes, we are. When you get to the middle of nowhere, we're just another mile on the right. That's how you know where we are. But so it was a good drive out here for her this morning. She had to wake up a little bit before she has to go into the office.
You know,
today.
Chris, I was going to ask, you were talking about the positions that you're hiring for, so we always want to make sure people have this information. And the CRDC has been working very closely with like Clinton Community College
Yep.
of late, and their Sauk Valley
Yep.
Community College and other community colleges. You talked about like CNC machining and things
Yep.
like that. So how does your company make sure that you can find skilled labor, or if they don't have the skills that they need, do you work at all with the community college to help them?
We do all our training. We do all of our training on our floor.
Okay, perfect.
So the positions, you're actually, it's a machine operator position, and you're operating a CNC machine. So you're not setting up your machine. You're not doing your own tooling.
Right.
So all of the skills, you don't need any experience. So
Okay.
you're coming onto our floor with zero
Okay,
experience.
so that's helpful for people
Yeah,
to know.
absolutely.
So a lot of people get scared off from manufacturing because they
Absolutely.
think, I don't have the skills that I need, or what are the skills,
Right.
or, I
No,
have to pay
you're
to
working
go
at
live
McDonald's
somewhere.
and you want a better paying job with better benefits, come see me.
Right.
Call me.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, literally, you don't have to have any, all you need, I mean, truly, you need to be respectful, you need to be
Show up.
kind, you need to be able to show up for work on time. It just,
You're asking an awful lot.
I know, right? I mean, that's really all I just want someone I'm looking for someone to fit our culture. The training we will take care of.
Good.
You don't need to worry about that.
Good.
But I do want to make sure everybody knows where to apply at. Because
That's
I
what I was
have
going to
not
ask.
said that.
Where do we apply?
So, metformjobs.com. metformjobs.com.
Okay, very good.
So that's where all of our jobs are listed. You'll see the pay, you'll see the hours. Some are first shift. We don't have a lot of first shift available, but I do have a couple right now, which is unusual for us.
Right.
But then all our CNC are up there. We have a material handler I'm looking for first shift. That's $15.50 to $16.50 an hour. That's decent. Also for material handler. I have a machinist position open for first shift. An assembly operator, and then, like I said, the CNC operators and the Hatteber operators. So
Now, if
that's
you
part of
if you
the
take a
positions.
second shift, is there a chance to move to first shift? You get
Yeah.
to bid a job or something?
Yes, eventually, yes. Especially our CNC, we're constantly, people coming and going, and we can move people around. So if you take a second shift and you eventually want to get on a first shift, I would say the longest would be within a year that you could probably make it to a first shift if you really wanted it. A lot of people just don't like to move to first shift because you lose that shift differential.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's a $1 shift differential, so
Yeah.
people don't want to lose that money. So a lot
Right.
of people like the second shift.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, others have kids and stuff, so I understand why first shift is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried third shift and second shift. I can't do it.
I can't either.
I am just a zombie if I
Yeah,
try.
that's what I felt
Because I don't want to
bad.
miss out on life.
Yes.
But you're like, I gotta sleep sooner or later.
Yeah.
But if you're only working the weekends, 6 to 6, and then you get to take 4 days off, I could find time to sleep.
Correct.
You know?
Right.
And do other things.
Absolutely.
So there's some great opportunities at Metform. Again, metformjobs.com.
Correct.
Metformjobs.com. And get your application in. Now, is there a timeline that you're looking to hire, or is it just happening at all times?
All times. Yep. And we're basically having a new hire orientation every single week. Right now, I am hiring for the 27th at orientation. So we are pretty full right now.
Good.
But it's going well.
Fantastic.
And if you have questions, you can call me. I can give you my number is 815-273-1440. Give me a call if you have any questions.
Fantastic. Anything else you want to mention about Metform and what's going on? We hit most everything?
I think we're good. It's just a great company to work for. I've been there over 2 years, and I absolutely enjoy my job. So, if you want a great company and that respect always, and it's a family-owned company.
Family-owned is very important.
Yes.
It's huge.
It is.
Yes.
I've worked
Huge.
in family-owned and I've worked in corporate, and family-owned is just, it's not, relax is a bad word, but it's just so much more personal.
Intimate.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
take a little bit
absolutely.
more pride in it because you're affecting somebody you know.
Correct.
And
You're
so
not
it's
a
just
number.
little different.
You're
Right.
not an employee ID.
Yeah.
We know your name.
Yeah.
We know your background. We know you have we know personal details about you because we are family owned.
That's scary.
I know, right?
We know all. Look out.
They always say that's Big Brother, right?
That's right. That's right. Well, it's family-owned. There's a big brother watching over you. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming out.
Thank
Honestly.
you so much
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
me.
And,
I appreciate it.
We appreciate hearing about the jobs, and let us know whenever we can help you out. And we appreciate what you do with the CRDC as well.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that Andy can help as much as he does because he's not worked a day in his life. And so the the amount of work he does for people is amazing.
It's a great resource.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put in one last plug so we
Yep.
mentioned Andy. So Andy Sokolovich is the Vice President for Economic Development at the Clinton Regional Development Corporation. Many people do know him, and he's a great resource. So again, anyone who wants to reach out and find out more about the Clinton Regional Development Corporation, we're at clintondevelopment.com, clintondevelopmentaltogether.com, and we're happy to help, or either share information on jobs. We do that frequently, or if there are other HR managers, directors out there who want to find out about how to get involved in our HR task force, which we have under the
Great
CRDC.
resource.
We share a lot of resources. Doesn't cost anything to participate. You don't have to be an investor in the CRDC to participate. So just want to put a plug in for that.
Yeah. And if you are an investor and you'd like to be part of our show, I know we're booked
Yes.
through mid-November right now, but if you want to be part of it, contact Andy and say, hey, I want to go on the radio and talk about it as well. We do this every Wednesday morning, and we enjoy it. I love hearing about things that are happening and people that are happening, and especially when there's jobs available, because so many
Yes.
people don't know where to look, and so to have
Right.
that, have you come in and talk about it's fantastic.
Yep.
Thank
Perfect.
you, Chris.
Thank you guys very
Thanks for
much.
having us.
Yep.
Absolutely. Safe trip back to work. And appreciate you guys coming out this morning. It's 8:33. Stick around. We're going to be talking with Brent Smith and Rita Walton next from the Frontier again and Remington's on MaC 94.7.
Do you know Tony?
Excellent.
Tony
Yeah,
Control.
thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Very good.
See if I can shut this off.
Northwest Illinois. She's one of
I
mine.
can.
But